Hello everyone, I'm Drago Up and welcome back to Minecraft Age of Engineering. In this episode, what we're going to do is I'm going to try to do my best to teach everybody how to make custom worlds, custom dimensions. I went and with the whole setup we did yesterday, I got enough of the shard ore. As you can see, I've got like stack plus 9. And I was thinking, I wonder, does this support dimensional shards? So like we make a world of just nothing but dimensional shards. And yes, there is a way to do that. If you type into I'm actually at the Dimlet workbench. So if you type in dimensional, this one is the dimensional shard ore. It is a type rarity 5, and if you double click on it, if you have the right dimlets in your workbench, it should populate them, except for this one right here. So basically what you need to do for that is you need to make something called a material absorber. And all you got to do is just craft it. It's just a couple of cobblestone, gravel, sand, some black wool, or wool of any type with a machine frame from age 6. And you craft this bad boy, and you basically take the ore. I want to do one, because I don't want to use it all up. But if you place one of the ores in the world, and you take your absorber, and you place it on top of it, as you can see, that ore disappeared. It sucked it into this. So now this material absorber is set up for dimensional shard ore. And if you give it enough, it'll get something like this, where it is absorbed 100%. Don't fret, though, if you accidentally mess up. Let me make sure I don't get the wrong one. Just in case you don't mess up, or if you do mess up by getting the wrong material, all you got to do is just put it back in your crafting table, crafting hand, and just delete it. Now, I only used one, so that's why I didn't do that. But I do already have one pre-made here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the Dimlet workbench. Like I showed last time, you type in dimensional shard, and all it needs in this little slot right here, like right here, is the material absorber. And it should give you a material dimlet for dimensional shard ore. So, ta-da! So now the way I'm going to do it, I don't know if I want to make the world, this new world that we're going to make. I don't know if I want it to be, you know, do I want the entire world to be that way or what? So let's look to see if I can make it flat. This is terrain. So do we have enough for the flat terrain? I need a dimlet feature. So what we're going to do is we're going to make another absorber. And there's one here for liquids. There's one here for the biome. There's terrain absorber, which I'm going to make that one. So it's just same, but it takes dirt. I'm going to go grab a terrain absorber. And what we're going to do, what is this? Energy module. Can I put that away? Where does that one? There we go. Put that away and put this in this chest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop over to our flat world, our mining age, because that is a flat world. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to try to absorb its feature, so to speak. So we're going to go over here and we're going to go to the surface. As you can see, it's flat for miles and miles and miles and miles. So we're going to grab our terrain absorber. And I think it requires a redstone. It looks like it's working. Yeah, it's working. So this one is just going to take a while. It's going to try to absorb the terrain. And I don't know what it's absorbing. It says terrain normal. But I'm going to let that run. So while we're letting that run, let me grab my other guy here. Hello, cow. We're going to go back to our workbench because I do want to make sure that the modifier for this is correct, because there is a certain way you have to put these dimlets in order in a new dimlet tab. So the way we're going to do it is, let's see. Can we make, let's just scroll through here for a second. You got biome of storage cell, mining biome. I think you have to give it terrain. Glass terrain, how about that? Flat, cavern, liquid, waves. That's kind of cool. Void. You can actually make a void world for, you know, whatever have you. Make a void world for making a draconic reactor. That way, if it blows up, you didn't lose anything. But, let's see. Is there any other, like, tendrils or, was it ball? No, that's not it. It's sphere, I think. Orb? There we go. Huge orbs, scattered orbs, huge liquid orbs. Let's see. What do you need for this? You need a feature absorber. So we need to find a world that actually has orbs in it to make that work. I wonder if we go back and we actually get our feature. I wonder if we could just make the entire world. I mean, granted, the more expensive the setup, the more it's going to cost to run that world. And yeah, it's going to take a while. So I figured, you know, why not make a world with just all the ore? And you can also do this with creatures as well. And I know we said we're not going to kill the Ender Dragon, but we're technically not going to kill it. I do want to make sure that, whoop, I did the wrong thing. Technically want to make sure that we get this because there is a thing in here for Ender Dragon. Well, there's also Draconium. So was it the End Dragon? Was it Dragon? Ender Dragon. There we go. So do we have the stuff for it? We're missing a rarity 6 thing. So let's check over here. It's got rarity 1 or 2. There we go. We got 2 rarity 6s. We're going to throw this in here. And all we're needing left to get the Ender Dragon is a little syringe. I don't know if we have any syringes. Yeah, this thing right here. We need a syringe. So let's just make one. And then we're going to need... I'm going to put this stuff away. Let's go back to... where is this taking me? Space Station 1. Nope. Swap it up. Yeah, there we go. Get back. Because we're going to go play with the Ender Dragon just a little bit. So we do need the Ender Crystals. Was it the crystal? To summon the End Dragon. These guys right here. The End Crystal guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. We'll put our material absorber away. Put all that stuff away. We'll grab our draconic armor. Because going in there with my spacesuit's just not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. Let's put this stuff away. Put all of our stuff, put that away. That away. I'll put that back in the system because I don't want to lose the fact, like, I don't think we're going to get killed by the dragon because our armor is super good. But just to be safe, because you never know, there could be, you know, crazier things have happened. But we're going to go get the lifeblood, basically, of the End Dragon. And I think I have the end here. Yeah, let's go to the end. Hello. Back off me, Enderman. Back off there, fiend. Okay. And there's the egg that we had from last time. But, so, because we're about to spawn another one, I don't think it really matters, but I want to make sure I grab that egg, because that egg might come in handy. So, piston. Grab a piston. And a lever. And let's grab this ender egg. There we go. Awesome. So let's put this stuff away. Oop, I put my food away. Whoopsie. Put that away, that away. Okay. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and summon the End Dragon again. But I'm not going to kill her this time. I'm just going to let her live. And all we need is some of her life essence. Or some of her blood, if you will. I know it sounds really, really creepy and really weird. But, yeah. Because technically, we're going to make a age, or a dimension, that summons nothing but dragons. Why? Because we can. Do we really need to? No. But I'm just trying to show you all... Oh, hello. That kind of hurt a little bit. Alright, so let's catch up to the dragon. We got to get in melee range. And we got to hit her. I don't know if this is going to work. Come here. Yeah, she hurts. She hurts. Okay, she's going to go down there. Is it 100%? Yep, it's 100%. So what we're going to do is we're going to get out of here. Whoopsies. We're going to get out of here. We're going to leave her alone. We're going to leave her in peace. And I should not have to mess with her ever, ever, ever again. And so that way she can live out her life as a normal dragon should. Free, without any fear of dying. So yeah. Alright, so let's go. Let me get my baguettes. I dropped my food in here last time. Didn't mean to. There we go. We got a dimlet too. That's awesome. So now that we've got our dimlets, let's grab our other charge porter. I think this is the one. Yeah. Set it to the space station. And we're going to go to the space station. Oh. Let's go to dragons. Let's go to the mining world. I gotta grab my space armor again. There we go. Space suit. Take off this and put our space suit on. There we go. We now should be able to go back. No problem. Yeah. Awesome. Alright, so we're going to go back to our workbench and we're going to throw this in here. And it's actually going to make us with a mob dimlet of Ender Dragon. And yeah, I think if all we have to do is make a dimensional tablet. And then what will come over here to the enhancer, or the, what is this thing called? The inscriber. And we'll throw this in here. Make sure this says okay before you even do anything. Actually extract it, and this is going to be dragon. In Dragon World. There we go. So store it. And as you can see, it's a lot higher in cost than any of the other tabs we have, because compared to this one we have in here, this one, maintenance cost is 10 RF tick. This one, the maintenance cost on this one is 10,010 RF a tick. But if we take this out, we got to make sure that this one stays powered, though. So this one will power up. The creation cost is 11,000 RF. So yeah, it's gonna take a little while because it does take a lot of power. I gotta just keep an eye on this one, so that way it doesn't lose power, because we are mining still that those ores, those dimensional shards, because I don't want to get rid of them, you know. So this one, come on. And this is just for fun, by the way. We've already got the atomic multiplier. We really don't need to make a world of Ender Dragons, but it's just with the dimensional stuff, the RFTools Dimensions, it's just up to your imagination what you want to build, what worlds you want to make. And once it's there, and we can go over here and say, hey, can we go to the End Dragon place, please? Ender Dragon World. Dial once. Now, we're going to have to be careful because there's going to be End Dragons everywhere. But they're always going to come back. Yep, there you go. As you can see. And I'll have to be careful because they always want to come to 0-0. And 0-0 is where we are. But how cool is that? We have a dimension of just nothing but Ender Dragons. Uh-oh, get out of here. How cool is that? We just had Ender Dragons, like 2 Ender Dragons, and there's more. They'll keep spawning. That's basically how that part of the world works. But I don't really want to do anything with this world other than just look at it in amazement, so I'm going to like store it in this chest over here. I'm really not going to do anything with it. To make sure that the world shuts down, I want to get a, what is it called? Activity probe. Activity probe. There we go. We need a few more dimensional shards. So let's get some more of that ore. Wow, look at all the ore we've got coming in. It's just insane now. Alright, so let's take this off. Let's get some more of this ore. Awesome. That should be enough. And we can get the activity probe. And what we can do is now go into that server, or that world, I should say, not necessarily the server. But go into this world. And we can place the activity probe anywhere. It doesn't matter where. We can place... Uh-oh. Oh, I'm on fire. Place the probe inside the world, and if it sees that, hey, there's nobody there, it shuts the world down, no more power is used, and it will just stop, honestly. As you can see, the current power, it has stopped at 26 million, or 26,987,000,000, and it won't go down until I go back into that world. So that's just a little thing if you want to shut down certain areas and make sure that they don't actually use power while you're not in them. So let's go back to check on our... Let me put this ore back. Let's go back and check. Actually, I want to put this up so I don't want to lose it. I want to keep this thing powered. Yeah, put it back in here. Okay. So let's head back to our home world, or Earth. Let's go back to Earth and catch our portal to the mining dimension and see if the flat terrain, if this is done. No, it's not. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. And you need this. You have to have these type of absorber things in order for it to work. So, I guess what I'll do is I'll take a cut here, and I'll be right back when it's done. Alright, and it's done. Now we can head back home. Swap these out. Get teleported back. And we go back to our workbench. And we want a flat. There we go. And then all you gotta do is take your terrain absorber and put that bad boy in there. And that way it says terrain normal. Rarity 0. So now what we're going to do the same thing like we did with the Ender Dragon stuff. We're going to make another empty tab. Dimension tab right here. And we're going to put it in here. And then we're going to put flat. And then we're going to grab our dimensional guy out of here. Let me see if I can find it. There it is, dimensional shard ore. And we're going to put this in here. And then this guy is warning. It says, there are dangling modifiers in this descriptor. So that tells me that it does not like the way that is, but it likes the way this. So it's material dimlet ore with a normal terrain. And then we can say dimensional shards. And we'll store this. As long as this says okay, it'll be alright. And the cost is astronomical. Look at this. Creation cost is 201,100 RF a tick with a maintenance cost of 50,000 RF a tick. It's going to take a while for this to be, to fill up. Oh my goodness. And that is the power of dimensional stuff. I don't know if there's a way to charge these without actually putting it inside the dimensional builder. Actually, let's take a look. Dimension. We've got the inscriber, the builder, the editor. Yeah, it doesn't look like there is any way to do that. If there is a way to charge different tabs or put them like in a chest and power the chest somehow, if there's a way to do that, please let me know. I would be very, very interested in doing that. Wow, it just takes so much power. We may need to upgrade our power since we have the ability to duplicate a lot of stuff. It might be a wise decision to start getting the stuff where we can actually duplicate. Now that we've had that, we can make the better wireless things, like the draconic, like these guys, the draconic energy relays. But in order to make these, we need the draconic tier. So I guess what we'll work on next episode, or I can do this off camera because it doesn't look that bad. We just need some diamonds and awakened draconium, and we can infuse our wyvern infusion injectors with all of this stuff, wyvern cores and all that, with a block of awakened draconium, and because we know we can multiply them, and then we could just upgrade them to draconic, and then we can upgrade our power system. So that might actually be a good thing I'll work on off camera, because it's going to be basically the same thing as the last time, upgrading them from basic to wyvern and stuff. And we can also, now that we've got full access to our awakened stuff, we can actually upgrade our armor. Ooh, I might actually do that. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be awesome. But today we're focusing on dimensional stuff. So come on, mister. Yeah, see, because these things have a max output. They can only output energy so fast, so it's only been able to pull from this. Speaking of which, last episode I've been duplicating a lot of things. I've pretty much tanked. Well, not really tanked. We still got 34%, but I've used at least 100 billion RF in duplicating things over there, which that's not bad. That's not bad, because, you know, duplicating it keeps me from having to go out and getting more of it, like killing the dragon for more hearts. And now that we know we can duplicate just the draconium itself, it keeps us from having to craft it and everything. So it's awesome. All right, so this tab is open. It is ready to be entered. And dimensional shard world, let's go in. Hopefully everything's okay. Oh my gosh. Now, I will say that this world is very, very expensive to keep maintained, so I won't be maintaining it that often. But yeah, let's make another activity probe. That way we can shut this world down when it's not being in use. So as long as I'm here, that says, okay, somebody's here. But so let's just see how far down this this stuff goes. This is going to be awesome. Let's get the 3x, and we'll put it in our drill. Let's just start going down. As if we didn't have enough dimensional shards already. We've got more than we can handle now. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. Like I said, that is the power of RFTools Dimensions. You know, whatever your imagination can handle, that's you know, you can make the world. And now that I'm out of that world, the activity probe should activate and say, hey, there's nobody in here. So it should stop catching power, and I can throw this one back in here. And we'll throw this one in here as well. But yeah, if we ever need any more ore, we just go to that world. Oh, that's just so crazy. That's so crazy. But anyway, that's all the time I have for today. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or any tips, tricks, or anything you'd like me to build in the future, please let me know in the comment section down below. Other than that, if you did enjoy the video, please do remember to give it a big thumbs up. And until next time, see you later.